Orthocell is a medical device company with growing international revenue. It develops regenerative medical products, namely collagen medical devices and cell therapies for nerve repair. So Orthocell Chief Executive Paul Anderson joins me now. Now, firstly, Paul, you've been expanding internationally with your flagship nerve repair product, Remplir, including in the US. So how is your growth strategy going?
Look, we're really excited about the opportunity that the US puts in front of us. It's been a fantastic ride with this product thus far, in that we've been able to really validate the technology here in the Australian marketplace. We've been able to road test our scientific narrative. We've been able to recruit some of the very best surgeons in the world to do this technique using our product. So that leaves us in a wonderful position as we move into the US, having established key opinion leaders, an established scientific narrative, published clinical data, and a product that makes their job, the surgeon's job, easier. It's been a whirlwind 9 months in the market so far, and we're really excited about the progress we've made and the progress that we're looking forward to in this really important next phase.
Now, you need to sell about 10,000 Remplir units per year in the US to reach cash flow break even. Is that too optimistic?
No, look, I mean, I think on our current spend and approach, then 6,000 cases will result in around 10,000 units. We do about 1.7 of these units per case, and so really we're talking about 6,000 units, 6,000 cases being performed which will yield around 10,000 units. And so we think that that's very achievable. And when you look at the significant progress, as I mentioned, that we've made here in Australia, then we believe that it's infinitely achievable in the US marketplace also.
And how receptive have hospitals been in the US?
Yeah, look, it's a key question. So the hospitals are the guardians. They hold the gate key to the payers through the DRG system. So we're fortunate with our products that there are CPT codes in place already, so we don't have to do that battle. And so we're now going through what's called the value analysis committees that each of these hospitals have. We've got over 90 of those applications in, and we've had over 30 of them come back successfully thus far. And so that's the pipeline, that's the funnel of opportunity that we're now starting to see and realise with clinical cases as we develop in our VAC submissions.
Now, what about in Europe? You recently told the market Remplir has been used, in fact, in the Ukraine war.
Yeah, that's correct. So we have significant clinical connections globally that extends right into the Ukraine. And so we felt that from a humanitarian and philanthropic perspective, that it would be a very good thing for us to donate product to the Ukraine. And we've been able to see that product being used and be able to get that great responses from the surgeons involved around how our product works in the war theatre and how it can help in shortening and improving clinical outcomes.
Well, tell us about your pipeline now. One of the things you're looking at is expansion into nerve-saving prostate surgery.
Yeah, this is an incredible opportunity for our company, and I think it's a great opportunity for surgeons and patients. And so we've seen quite a rapid uptake of our product in the urological space, specifically for radical prostatectomy. Our product has hemostatic properties, it has anti-adhesion, and so reduces scar. And that's a really important piece when you're talking about very small and fragile nerves within that space. And so urinary continence and erectile function we're looking to see improve when using our product. And so that adds to the total addressable market, in fact almost doubles our total addressable market. So we're excited about the clinical outcomes, we're excited about the usability and the utility, and of course the uptake of urological surgeons here in Australia.
Now, you've also expanded into bone regeneration therapy. You bought Marine Biomedical.
Yeah, so we invested in Marine Biomedical, and we now hold about just close to 12% of that company. There's a lot of synergies between ourselves and that company. Our product, Striate Plus, is used with bone graft. And so it makes perfect strategic sense for us to play with a company that has a really unique offering in the space, and one that would be very complementary to our own Striate Plus product.
Now, what about your share price outlook? I think in the past you said you were targeting ASX very 100 status. Your market cap currently around 200 million, down from about $1.75 last year. So what's the outlook?
Yeah, look, the outlook is extremely positive, and I think we all know that the markets have been unsettled and have been destabilised in a sense through some of the war footing that is happening. And I won't comment on that politically, but certainly it has been a challenge for our sector in this space. And so, what we see is that we are never in a better position than we are today. We have a really strong asset that cannot be blown up by a faulty phase 1 or phase 3 study. We've got regulatory approvals right across the globe, including Singapore, Hong Kong, Thailand, Canada, the US, the EU, some products approved in Brazil and beyond. So, we think that we're a very, very de-risked company. It's a great opportunity to get on board, and really we see that it's only upwards from here.
Now, you did mention the war in the Middle East. So what impact do you expect it to have on Orthocell, but just generally also the pharmaceutical industry?
Yeah, look, I think we're fairly well buffeted from some of the geopolitical issues that we've seen raise their heads, and Donald Trump's cage rattling around pricing and the like. A couple of things logistically, we've shipped over 4,000 units to the US, and so they're providing product into that US marketplace. And so we're very sound and very secure. The product doesn't have any temperature requirements and is very light, and so logistics are very strong and easy to execute. So we don't see any problems there. And really, for us, it's just exciting that we were able to access that United States market. That it remains unchanged. We're starting to make some real impact in that market, and so excited about what that holds for us in the future.
And have the US tariffs had any impact on your business?
No, look, very minimal, if any at all. This is a solid margin business that enables us to absorb a 10% tariff if required. And so, we're confident that we remain untouched by the tariff scenarios.